Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am your brother Adib Abdullah. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. First of all, I would like to share something with you. Uh, just to let you know, I am not a scholar. I'm not an imam. I'm only an imam in my house. Imam means leader, so that's what I am in my home. But at the masjid, no, I'm just your brother, regular brother, who love my religion, Islam, who Allah is deeply embedded into my heart. And I like to do what the Prophet says, what he orders to share the little bit that I do know with you. And it's important that everyone out there understand what Islam is all about. Really. There's a lot of people out there in the world that just don't understand what Islam is about. They've never been to a masjid, or they never heard of the Imam speak or anything like that. And they may be of different religions or something like that. I mean, that's fine. But I think you should at least know what we are about as Muslims. First of all, I would like to explain to you that we Muslims, we worship one God. And that God is the creator of everything. Everything that is in existence come from that one unseen God. Everything. So that's what we Muslims believe. We don't believe in humans or God or sticks or stones or statues or anything other than the one God who created everything. First of all, he created the universe. And the things I'm saying, if I'm wrong about anything, it's not my intentions to do wrong. I'm just going by what the Quran says. And I can make mistakes too. But I try not to. I do my research before I even talk about certain things. And the Quran that I'm referring to right now, I'm reading from, is this Quran here. It's, excuse me, it's upside down. This Quran here. The author in English is by Mustafa Khattab, English translation. Makes it easy for English-speaking people. And most of the people here in America are mostly English-speaking people. You got Hispanics and other speakers too, but in my community, my media community, it's mostly Hispanic or English. But anyway, we believe in one God who has no partners, no associates, or anything in his creation with him. He created the angels. He created the jinn. The jinn ended up being Satan. Just listen. He created the vast universe. All the galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies that you see in the universe was created by this one God. And what we refer to in Allah, refer to him, his name, we call him Allah, which means God. In the Arabic language, he is known by other names in different language, Yahweh and other thing, Ilah, different things, different people or cultures refer to him, in different religions refer to him in different names, but they're still talking about that one God who created everything. So he created a vast universe. Everything that you can see out there that you can't see out there, he created. Everything. It's one God. He created the vast universe. He created the angels. They're under his command, the angels, and the jinns, who, by the way, has free will like humans. He created the earth, this huge earth, which is in the universe too. He created this huge earth. And on the earth, he created all type of vegetarian life, all type of animal life, all type of sea life, everything, creatures, insects, whatever it is, come from God, Allah. God created it. And they all have a purpose for being here. Everything does. And they all worship God in their own way. Every day. Then God created the human being. He created the human being the most excellent, the top of his creation is the human being. He created a human being. And he created a human being to be what they call the Khalifa of the earth, in charge of the earth. He left the earth everything on it that can help me, that can help the human being. Food that can feed him, things that can clothe him. And what a very unique thing about the human being, he gave the human being a free will to be able to think, to be able to judge right from wrong. The human being can. And also, he put that nature in the jinn also as well, the unseen. He created unseen. Things you can't see were created by God. And so as it goes on that after he created human beings, he ordered the angels to, it says bow down, but it's not really bow down in submission to him. It's bow down in respect to his top of creation. He ordered the angels to do that. All the angels obey because they can't do nothing but obey God. That's the way they were created. They do exactly what God tells them to do or instructs them to do. And I explained to the jinn, they had that free will. They can choose to do this or do that. But before, they always obeyed God until God created man and made man the crown, the top of the creation, and the jinn couldn't stand that. The jinn told God, I ain't bowing down to that man. No. You made me of fire, and you made him of muddy, stinky clay. Why should I bow down to him? I should be in charge. I'm not. And he refused to obey God. That's their free will. Even today, God don't order us to obey him. He gives us the right way to follow. He gives us the right thing to do. But we had that free will too. So anyway, God told him to get out of paradise. He says, you're not fit here. Because everything was in paradise then. There was no wrong. None whatsoever. So his name was Iblis. That's what they refer to him as. The jinn is Iblis. He became Shaitan later. Satan, when he enticed man to do wrong. So he kicked him out of paradise. God instructed Adam and his wife, his Zawj, his partner, you got all this for you. Everything you want is here at your disposal. It's just one thing I do not want you to do. I do not want you to eat from this tree. He pointed out something. Do not disturb it, don't eat it, don't go near it. So, as time went on, he began to listen. As the Quran says, to the whispers of Satan. He became Satan. He was Iblis, but then he started to whisper to Adam, oh, why he doesn't want you to eat from the tree? You figure you might have a long life or this, or, all kind of lies like he do today. Whisper into Adam and his wife's mind. So they disobeyed. They disobeyed God, and then they felt shame after they did it. They felt shame. We disobeyed our Creator. And it says they didn't cover their shame and all that stuff. And they were very shameful. So they asked for forgiveness from God. They ask, they beg for forgiveness. God, please forgive us. If you don't forgive us, we're lost. We're doomed. So God forgive him, as he does nowadays. He forgives and he forgives and he forgive him. But he kicked him out of paradise, all of them. Iblis, he refused to ask for forgiveness. But he know who God is. And he hadn't got nothing against God. God told Adam and his wife, didn't I not tell you that Iblis is an enemy to you? He's enemy to mankind. Not to God, to mankind, humans. And he wants to destroy you. He's jealous, enviousness, jealousy and all that stuff. He wants to get rid of you. So God put him on, said Earth's going to be your dwelling place for a while. He says, but I will send messages to you from time to time, whenever you get off course, which he did. And the Bible speaks about 25 of the messengers, but there's many more that went to mankind. And they're prophets. We call them prophets. So Iblis, Satan, said he's going to take, he told God this. I am going to take each last one of them. I'm going to hit them from the right, the left, the rear, the front, and all that. And only your truthful servants is going to be spared. Everybody's going to hell, so to speak. So, God, but give me respite, give me time. So God said, you got time, if you think you can do that. So anyway, as time went on, human beings started to populate the earth. Human beings started to venture off. It's a lot of stories in it I'm not getting to right now, but I'm just giving you a brief thing from the Quran. What happened? But there's a lot of stories of the prophets, what their job was and all that. But I will say this. God sent prophets to mankind to put mankind back in the right point, in the right direction again once they get off course. Once they get off course, start believing in idols, start believing in sticks, start believing in stones, start believing in statues and all that kind of stuff. God sent a prophet to them. Boom, hey, you're on the wrong path. No. This is the way. Worship the one God of all creation. I created everything. I created you, everything. Worship me only. So this went on for a while. I mean, time went by, centuries went by. God sent prophets. God sent Abraham. God sent Noah, Abraham. He sent Lot. He sent many prophets. 25 of them what the Quran speaks about. He sent Moses. He sent Jesus. Now, some believe Jesus is God in Christianity, but he's not. That's another story about how the books have been changed around and changed the word of God around. And that's how that came about. But he sent Jesus to the Jews, the same people that Moses saved from Pharaoh. And even though he saved them from Pharaoh, took him through the waters, the Red Sea, whatever sea that was, and saved them, went up to Mount Sinai, they built the golden calf and worship, and left his brother Aaron in charge, but he couldn't take care of all those people. They decided to build a calf to have something to worship instead of believing in the one God. So Moses came down, and Moses was enraged, man. He grabbed his brother by the hair. What is wrong with you? Why you did it? But I couldn't control all these people. But anyway, time went on. There's a long story behind that too. I don't have time to explain it all. But each prophet taught the same thing, the worship of one God. He sent Jesus to them. Jesus tried to tell the Jews, hey, I'm not here to change things. I'm to fulfill things to you. That you worship the wrong thing. Jesus warned them. They thought they killed him, but they killed him not on the cross. You think God's going to let his prophet die on the cross? No. He did not die on the cross. It says that he was allowed to lift him up to himself, and the likeness of him was died on the cross. Judas was beaten. Some say Judas, the one who betrayed Jesus. So after that, then it went I think 600 years, 6,000, something like that. I can't quite remember how many years. They went into the days of ignorance in Jahiliyyah, until God raised his last prophet, Muhammad. Peace be on him, peace be on to all the prophets. And his job was the toughest of them all. His job was for the whole entire humanity. Whole entire humanity. They tried to kill him. They tried to, like they did all the prophets. They had people that didn't believe at all. Especially when he was known as the Al-Amin, the trustworthy one. They after he came back and tried to change things around in Mecca, they didn't like him. They didn't like him. Read the story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It's a beautiful story. On all the prophets. Joseph has a beautiful story when he was a prophet. And they all served the one God of creation. And now that Prophet Muhammad's gone, we as believers are supposed to push his word. And that's what I try to do. I just, like I said, I'm a student. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I share. And every believer should do that. Especially those that don't know the truth. There's people out there every day killing and robbing and stealing. Because why? They do not have God in their heart. It has to be in your heart. You have to have God in your heart to really believe, to really understand. If it's not there, you'll do anything. If you don't have that fear of God in your heart, you'll do anything. Look at the world today. You think they fear God? The killings going on, the robberies going on, all the injustices that are going on in the world today. He went astray. That's why I would like to introduce you to Islam. To check Islam out. To check it out for yourself. And see, despite of all the negative things you heard about Islam, it's not true. We're not killers. We're not rapists. We're not that we love everyone that loves us, and we respect every religion, and we that's what the prophets said. If you study his life in Medina, you'll see. And the charter that he developed back there, that all religious institutions have their own freedom, their own rights, everything like that. We can live together in peace. You believe what you want to believe, we believe we want to believe. If someone in another religion did something wrong, we'll take it back to them people, let them handle it. So, it's so beautiful, brothers and sisters. This religion is so beautiful. It will open your heart up if you allow it to. And you'll be able to see. Just weigh the difference for yourself. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. And then listen to Islam. And judge for yourself. And if you're really searching, God will guide you right. He will guide you right to this religion. This is a way of life to live. So it's much more, and I'll bring much more to you. But that's all in a nutshell, is to believe in one God, the one Creator, Don't associate anybody with that one God. Nothing. How can you pray to something that didn't create you? How can you pray to something that didn't create the earth, didn't create the moon, didn't create the stars, like this one creator? Allah did. And some say, well, we're children of God. No, we're not children of God. We are creation of God, like everything else that you see, we're creation of God. We are. So, brothers and sisters, that's all I'm going to say for now. There's so much more to learn in Islam, so much more. I just want to invite you down, especially our masjid. I'm in Los Angeles. Our masjid is on our masjid is on 4016 South Central Avenue. Come and hear the khutbahs. Come and join the classes that we have. Learn and see for yourself. Don't go by what people tell you or what you think or what you heard the media say or anything like that. Islam had enemies out there, really. It really does. So please come down and check us out. I'm going to cut this short because there's so much more to say, but I had to bring that at a later date. Sometimes I lay down in my bed at night and I just think about this beautiful religion, and then God put thoughts in my mind, and I got to let you guys know about it. Because what I'm talking about right now, I was thinking about it in my dreams last night. And once it comes to my mind, I got to share it to you guys. So you guys have a great day. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And I'll see you on the next discussion. Have a great day, you guys.